Greetings, parents, and thank you for taking the time to join me today. I am Miss Bussey, your child's language arts and reading teacher. The purpose of today's presentation is to discuss how we can partner to build literacy skills specifically in reading comprehension in the classroom and the home to maximize student reading achievement. So, what is reading comprehension? In the classroom, your child uses specific reading strategies to master reading comprehension. We read a variety of different types of text, engage in meaningful conversations, and work collaboratively and in small groups as part of our explicit reading comprehension instruction. Reading comprehension is the act of understanding and interpreting information in a text, interpreting information based on your own knowledge and beliefs, and it is also what the author does not tell the reader directly and is implied. So, why is reading comprehension so important? Reading comprehension is important for the following reasons. It shows that the reader understands the literary and/or informational text. When students show they understand major ideas such as theme and central idea across a text, it builds their knowledge of broader concepts and shows that they are able to construct understanding to increase the possibility of remembering what was read. It shows that they master other reading skills such as fluency, vocabulary, phonics, and phonemic awareness. When students comprehend what they read, this illustrates their ability to read accurately and with good expression. They can make meaning of specific words to the text that are specific to the text, and they are able to correctly sound out unfamiliar words and put word parts together as they read. It shows that they make rich connections to what they read. Students who comprehend well take their own personal experiences and background knowledge and apply it to the text read. It improves spoken and written language. Finally, when students comprehend what they read, they use new vocabulary to express their thoughts in complete sentences and write formal short responses and essays to express their understanding. So, how do we use these instructional strategies in the classroom? Our classroom instruction follows what we call the gradual release of responsibility to increase comprehension. With this model, I introduce the reading lesson by providing their background knowledge about the content and introduce specific, what we call academic vocabulary words that they will encounter that are specific to the reading. Next, I model reading strategies through Think Aloud. During this time, I model what good readers should do and how to note the details of the text. This is followed by guided instruction, where I continue modeling the reading, but now the students join in and stop and monitor their own reading by giving me feedback. Then, students work independently to continue modeling the strategy for an extended period of time using note taking and annotating strategies throughout the reading. Finally, students reflect on the skill through peer to peer conversations and other reflective activities to check for their understanding of the reading. Other strategies commonly used during the gradual release of responsibility are question asking and answering, chunking the reading and stopping at certain points to check for progress, the use of graphic organizers like charts and graphs that are used to help readers organize their ideas about the text. Students work together to complete comprehension tasks during cooperative grouping, and 5 to 7 students at a time are pulled for small group instruction during independent practice to move them towards mastery of the standard. So, how can we continue this high level of reading comprehension the students are mastering in the classroom at home? Here are some helpful but practical tips that you can try. Set aside 20 to 30 minutes at night to read silently but together. So, for about 30 minutes each night, Set aside a quiet time in the home, no distractions like electronic devices or television, where you sit and read silently but together. You may choose your adult reading while they read more adolescent appropriate texts. This simply provides your child the opportunity to be motivated to read because they see you reading. Parent child conversations about real world issues. Set aside time, maybe at the dinner table, a ride to or from school, or during breakfast, to discuss current events. You will be surprised how much they have to say about what's going on in the world. Doing so helps to build prior knowledge for many of the rich content related texts read in the classroom, especially informational text. Help your child summarize their reading homework through conversations. Ask simple questions like who or what is it about? What happens in the story? What events take place? Why is this important? These questions help to probe their thinking to comprehend the text. Don't worry if you don't have all these answers. Just allow them to speak freely to get an idea of what is being read. Head to the local library. As a family outing, try heading to your local library on the weekend. They provide parent resources to help students read and sometimes offer fun programs for the family. Reading for fun builds comprehension as well. Keep all the books in one place. If you collect any books, they can be storybooks, novels, magazines, short reading from everybody in the home, the adults, the siblings, everybody. Put them in a designated reading area in the home. This creates a feeling of togetherness to read for everyone and motivates kids to read. Parent observations and teacher check ins. If you prefer being more intentional about helping your child build their reading comprehension at home, join the classroom sometime to see how instruction is modeled, or set up quick check ins periodically to speak with the teacher about helping your child if they're struggling a little bit. And finally, literacy activities in your community. Check out any literacy or reading activities going on throughout the community, such as at the library, your local bookstores, or any cultural events or programs such as theaters and festivals. Last thing that I'd like to touch on are some additional resources. Check out the websites below to help your child build comprehension. Two websites that I highly recommend to build reading comprehension at home are Achieve 3000 and NewsELA. Both sites do require a subscription, but at a very low cost and sometimes no cost if the schools adopt these literacy programs. Achieve 3000 provides literacy acceleration through a multitude of math, reading, science, and social studies related texts, followed by reading and written responses to show comprehension. There are also interactive videos and games that accompany the text. Students will need to take a pre assessment since it levels the text based on their reading style levels. NewsELA is a current events website for students. These informational texts have topics related to their age group, but in a real world context. After reading each article, students are able to respond to questions and written responses to check for their comprehension. I hope this brief presentation helps bridge the gap for your child from the classroom to the home to build key literacy skills needed to comprehend all reading at a mastery level. Thank you.